So there we are, DSJ. We live right now. I'm just gonna let it feed for a little bit. I just got the vibes alert just now, ironically.
Yeah, same here. Oh no, I got the Lawrence Tears one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna give it a second, and then from there, I'll go ahead and cue the intro. Ironically,
When you get an opportunity, please tell Jalen Brunson, because I know y'all got a great relationship. His clutch play doesn't even have to take all the shots.
All of them. JB feel like he got to take all the shots, bro. Yeah, man. I see Brooklyn Butch is in the building. They probably wondering like, yo, why the background look different? Yeah, it's vibes and stuff. I'm gonna share it on both channels for a little bit. Just gonna wait for a few people to get here. Maybe, you know what? We'll do 10. Once 10 people show up, then I'll cue the intro and then we can get started. So yeah, man. The Kenny Anderson interview yesterday went, I'll give it a 7. He was a 10, but technology kind of made it like a 5. But technology does that though.
Oh, that interview was yesterday.
Yeah.
I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Cause that was actually one of my favorite point guards growing up. So
yeah. He a good dude too, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he a good dude.
But cool story, right? This is time when he was with the Celtics, though.
Yeah.
And he came to I guess of course they had to have a game, MSG. But he came to the courts where I was playing at. We actually ran the game. And so it was cool. It was cool to have that moment. On court and stuff like that. He was taking it easy, but still caught me with a couple of moves. I didn't allow it.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit, boss. I'm gonna
change
this. Yeah, you breaking up some, man.
Well, let me try to put the earbuds back in. Hope to God that these work this time. All right. They say connected, so
there you go. Yeah, I was gonna try to wait on 10, but look like we were at 5 viewers, bro. So let's cue the intro and just get it started then.
All right.
Fred Wong in the building. So let's cue the vibes in the morning intro. Where is it? I need to put it in a place where it'll be easily. There it is.
Yeah. This is vibes and stuff. Check it out.
We're diving in with a welcome high. Culture's gone into crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Uncle Freezy vibing all night and all day. Big pizza, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is soul finger. DSJ always showing up as a soulful singer. Ron, Bully and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap Triborough.
It's vibes and stuff. Vibes and stuff.
Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Everything in between we care. It's not just talk, it's how we grow.
It's vibes and stuff.
Life's a rhythm, we all move.
Vibes and stuff.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rocker in Knicks universe. Your main man, Uncle Freeze. I'm joined by the R&B sensation. Steel is in the building. What's good, DSJ?
What's going on, Unc? How you feeling? I'm feeling vibey.
I'm feeling vibey. Vibrant ting. I'm a vibrant ting this morning. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So my Knicks won last night. The NFL draft was last night.
Shout out to the Knicks, NYK.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So everybody I had a plan this morning to kind of do like the Knicks morning drive and vibes and stuff in separate shows this morning. But since we here, we may as well just consolidate, just do one joint. We'll do the vibes part and then continue on until to the Knicks part. No big deal. We're just gonna hang out for a little while and talk that talk. But let me ask you this, DSJ. Can you hear me?
I hear you just fine.
Hey, do you have
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
you got a random thought this morning, DSJ?
I do have a random thought. I would love to know, why is it that the harder you work, the more they demand of you working hard?
It's a plan by the man to keep you down. Is that it? That's what you wanted me to say?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you work hard, you build your reputation, people know the kind of work you are, and as opposed to like raise, the promotion, some accolades, level of gratitude, it's like, thank you. I need you to do X amount more work though to prove your worth. And it's like, fam, what more can I do? Like y'all want me to lock it down defenders and then still score 38 points? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah.
So that's kind of my random thought. Shout out to all the people, all the hearts, all.
Ooh. Yeah, DSJ, you breaking up bad, bro. You sound like you sound like Soundwave.
Still sound like Soundwave?
Not right now. Before.
Yeah, I was saying shout out to all the 9-to-5ers, all those that get it in. Always get into the bag, do what they got to do.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that work, hustle hard, do whatever it is to take care of these people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, right? I want to say my random thought, and I'm not a New York Giants fan, but last night when I saw them take Jackson Dart, it immediately told me off rip that the Giants have a type. And if you don't fit that type, they ain't messing with you at all. Right? They
Yeah, I
legit.
was pretty upset. I ain't gonna lie, I was upset when I saw that. Like you traded up to get a prospect that wasn't even heralded as high as Sanders.
Right.
Shador had again, he made a name for himself on two different platforms with two different teams, and yet somehow he's the one that gets passed over. And of course, you remember the rumblings. Oh, they don't ever take a black quarterback. I wonder if this is
Yeah.
so. Yeah, now it's like it kind of begs the question. But what made Jackson Dart stand out more than Shador Sanders?
Yeah. I think the Giants have a certain type, bro. Yeah. And I don't and the thing about it is the thing about it is when you see like what's the word I'm looking for? When you see the Giants go through the same thing every 4 years, right? Right. You're like, come on, man. I know the Giants are not gonna do the same thing they do every 4 years, and then they do the same thing. They just have a type. They just have a type, bro. That's just what it is. Right? I
Well,
mean, am I gonna knock the Giants for whatever it is? I'm not, because I'm not a Giants fan. But if I was a Giants fan though, I would be extremely in a weird place this morning. I would I would
yeah,
I would be extremely in a weird place. You feel me? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I was a little bit distracted by doing something, but
no, I'm absolutely in a weird place. As a Giants fan, as a well known Giants fan, um, for one, I'll be honest. There's a few questions I had. One, the win that we had against Indianapolis tied with the number one and the number two picks in the draft. So what I want to know is why did our position change off of that win?
y'all the Giants, bro.
Then of course, yeah, the question goes to, again, as I've already said, what makes Jackson Dart a better standout than Sanders?
And I saw him play this year, bro. He didn't look exceptionally special to me, but clearly the Giants have some connections to the University of Mississippi. Right?
Yeah,
Clearly they have connections. They have some kind of connections where, you know, somebody's in their ear. Like they have a what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, you remember when the Knicks had the same thing with the University of Kentucky?
oh
Like
goodness,
or with Villanova?
yeah.
I think that's how the Giants have their thing with her. Did I think they drafted well? I think they were all right. I think Abdul Carter is a player, and trading back into the first round was, quite frankly, a stroke of genius because they didn't pay much.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe
But
because the
it's what
stock
they
was,
did with the pick, though.
yeah, like the stock was dropping for both guys. So I don't know if it was necessary to trade up in the draft to get back into the first round.
Right.
Because I mean, even with the picks that were, the last teams that were picking, we weren't in jeopardy of them picking a quarterback.
Right.
So we'll see. Again, hopefully, Joe Shane's pick is on point with Dart because he already has a lot of damage to repair, decision making wise.
Right. Right. Okay. How do you feel about the direction of the Giants?
Confused. I want to say it's a great thing to see that we're taking a direction to build the defense. Abdul Carter does look like a blue chip prospect, and the idea of him and Thibodeau on the same line, causing hysteria, brings me joy, and hopefully brings the NFC nightmares. But that's all again, that's all hypothetical. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, we know what they're capable of doing. Hopefully they can remain healthy and durable through the season to see if that pans out. But as of right now, a lot of these prospects that were supposed to be something are looking shaky. So Thibodeau didn't have a great year last year. Deontay Banks didn't look good last year. So here's hoping that this year, what I'm saying, we'll see the incremental improvement that I always ask of any team that I root for.
Right. Right. All right. So let's transition to a joint. Right. Let's transition to this because I gotta talk some Knicks, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta talk some Knicks. So let's do this.
I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems.
Yo, I ain't gonna front, man. I ain't even gonna front. Yo, Fred Wong, Dripmore is in the building. Salute Smitty in the building. Allah wise was good. Kilpy's in the building. Miss 85 is in the building. Salute. Mets is in the building. Salute. My Knicks beat the Detroit Pistons yesterday, and Pistons Twitter is quiet. All I'm going to say is I checked Pistons Twitter this morning, and it's so quiet. You can hear a rat piss on cotton. Pistons fans, where y'all at? Let's go Knicks.
Oh, yeah. As far as the Pistons fans go, you might not hear them now, but they sure were loud yesterday with three words.
Yeah.
All aimed at one player.
And the funny thing is, I'm trying to figure out why they are so mad at Jalen Brunson when Jalen Brunson has been tremendously classy throughout the league for his entire career. That's the one y'all gonna pick on?
I got to say, that's one thing I appreciate about the Knicks. They've been class 5 the entire time through media. No matter what the circumstances are, was people complaining about Mikal Bridges and his shot section or his shot mechanics, the dynamics, taking a high road. Josh Hart and his decision making at times.
Yeah.
him addressing it through the media.
Right.
The situation with Karl Anthony Towns and Draymond Green, that whole situation, and the approach that Karl Anthony Towns took, and then of course Jalen Brunson, always kind of like even keel no matter what the circumstances are. I do appreciate the fact that all of our players exhibit a level of class that I can't say exists with everybody else throughout the league.
Right. Yeah. Ditto.
So, you know, we can have that grit and that dog, but that don't mean that you have to be an ignorant pup at the end of the day. You don't live in a pound. So, you know what I'm saying? Leave it on the court and you know,
Right. Right. Yeah, man.
I gotta say though, I am impressed with the individual defense from Brunson though.
Yeah. His defense looked impressive.
Towns, I gotta say he um again, these are the things that I always say I wish that he, you know, consistently exhibited because they have the ability. It's the day that they have the ability and the intelligence to pull this off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see how it all goes, you know, because we have more than a few things we have to work on still. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, rotations. Um, I know they still get questioned. Um, Shot selection, Jalen Brunson. I know you the captain clutch player of the year this season, but being clutch don't mean you got to take every shot, brother. Like give everybody else a chance. You know,
Yeah. Let somebody else touch it. Yeah.
I see one play last night that kind of drove me a little nuts, and if thank God he hit the shot, but it was like, gosh, hey fam, like, did you even bother to look for anybody else? Just look at the basket.
Bro, if you think Jalen Brunson is afraid to shoot it, you are wrong. If you think Jalen Brunson is afraid to, man, no.
I'm wondering though if somebody's ever gonna pull a Carlton on Jalen Brunson, and just snatch the ball away from him and then heave the shot. I don't care if it goes in. I can't let you keep taking these shots, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just excited about the Knicks being up 2-1. They play Sunday afternoon on ABC. That's gonna be dope, right? And then once we go up 3-1, you already know what it is.
Oh yeah.
The thing I'm intrigued about is this, and I don't want to talk about it too far in advance because I mean we're only up 2-1, and stranger things, blah blah blah. But Boston might be primed for the picking, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually I'm watching that series definitely a lot more intently. Because initially it was like that it's basically a foregone conclusion with
Right.
Orlando. Like Orlando has Paolo and Franz, and I think they're still great, team building, like and how it's shaping up to be they need to address overall.
Right.
And so, with that in mind, um, with Boston being a little bit more of a complete team, that kind of injury sidelined Tatum. Yeah, watching to see if anybody else have the same level of impact
BSJ, you breaking up
on
kind of bad.
one-on-one. I can you hear me now.
Yeah. I think it might be some positioning or something. I don't know because you going like in and out. I don't know if it's like if you're moving around or if it's just a bad signal or something. But so you'll be crystal clear for a minute and then you'll be breaking up for like you'll be like
Oh,
I
wow,
just said
yeah.
like computer love. Computer
I'm in the
love.
Matrix.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
Nah, but as I was saying though, as far as the Celtics go, I mean they're a more complete. So I expect them to win, but that level of injury that keeps guessing about whether or not he'll be. I just want to see who else steps up and that level of impact individually that Tatum does.
right. I think we'll cook Boston. And and listen, I've been saying the whole time, like if we catch Boston, bro, if we catch Boston, hey, we got a chance, bro. I've been saying it the whole time, like we have a chance against Boston. Right. My only thing, is do we get to Boston in 7 games and we're just as banged up as them? Or do we get this series over with and catch Tatum and Brown while they're banged up for a change and we're healthy? Because we catch teams and it's like they're always fresh and we're hurt, and then they get us out of here in 6, but you never see us healthy and the other team hurt, and we get them out of here in 6. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. That's normally how it goes, though. We're always fighting that durable um that durable monster.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta say though, I'm impressed. The one person that impressed me this season is OG Anunoby. For as much as I completely troll his health,
Right.
he's held up pretty well this season. Missed,
Yeah.
a few weeks overall. I was absolutely impressed with how much he, was able to contribute for the majority of the season. Him and his trainers, his um, all his staff. I mean, he's done well.
Yeah. OG has been healthy for the most part. It's a sight. OG has been a sight for sore eyes, man, as a matter of fact. OG has been a sight for sore eyes, man. I'm excited about the fact that he stayed healthy. Now, fingers crossed, he can stay that way. Chat, what do y'all think? Are y'all concerned about OG Anunoby's health, or is it just a narrative? Ismail Rivas is in the building. Let's go. Rivas is in the building. Salute. My guy.
Right. Shout out Ishmael Rivas. What's going on, fam?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I know it's early in the morning. It's early in the morning, everybody. And we got to get that energy up. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. So I gotta play a joint that I should have played when we first got here. But since we are here, let's do it.
Yeah. Good morning, Knicks fans. Check it out. Yo, wake up, Knicks fans. It's time to rise. Launch and tears, yes, the morning drive. Welcome to the show, always honest and true. Talking about the team, yeah, you know how we do. It's a new day, grab your coffee, let's flow. Cat in the building, Bronx ready to go. OG and Mikhail, this wing stop us for real. Orange tears, got the passion gonna feel. Crazy in the crew, we keeping it fresh. Breaking down the team, yeah, we know who's next. Do some pressure, rising Josh, hard as the glue. Got the fire every morning, bleeding orange and blue. Orange tears, it's a brand new year. Repping for the Knicks, no doubt, no fear. We got the squad, we making moves. Tuning every morning, yeah, we set the groove. Orange tears, it's the Knicks we love. From MS Street straight to the sky above. Orange and blue, this gonna be a year. This is the vibe, it's Orange tears. We're breaking down the trades, analyzing stats. Dunking on the haters, bringing the Knicks back. Clyde with the suit, he's keeping it slick. Orange tears every morning, get you your Knicks fix. We go hard every day, another one in the books. Getting excited about our 3 new rooks. From the draft to the playoffs, it's some time to shine. With Cola, Capardi, and Dottier, the future's divine. Freezy and the fam, we calling the plays. Dropping knowledge on the Knicks, we here to amaze. You know what it is, subscribe and hit that like. Orange tears every morning, we taking flight. Orange tears, it's a brand new year. Repping for the Knicks, no doubt, no fear. We got the squad, we making moves. Tuning every morning, yeah, we setting the groove. Orange tears, it's the Knicks we love. From MS Street straight to the sky above. Orange and blue, you know it's our year. This is the vibe, it's Orange tears. Yeah. Big Paisan in the house. Come on. AKA Knicks Morning Coach Mal Pika. Uncle Freezy. Peace.
Yeah, that was our Lawrence Tears morning ditty. Salute. If you have somewhere to be at 8:30, you got 6 minutes. If you got somewhere to be at 9 o'clock, you better get your hustle on. Salute, everybody. Good morning. Get that energy up. DSJ, how you feeling this morning, brother?
I'm off work and I'm off for the weekend, so I am vibey.
Vibey, man. Vibey. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a 3-day weekend for us. Man, listen, man. Salute. For those that got to go get their hustle on, salute. Get that energy up. I hope your morning beverage is nice and hot or cold, depending on what your morning beverage is. Man, hope everything going smooth. I hope you can find your keys. Hope you can find your phone. Ain't no stopping us this morning. We're going to knock this Friday out and get ready for the weekend. Baby.
3-1.
SJ. You don't know where that's
3-1.
from. You don't know where that's from.
3-1.
Huh?
I said 3-1. I said 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah, man. Hey, so how do you feel about Karl Anthony Towns' performance last night? Real quick, bro. We got to talk about some cat.
No, first off, shout out to Karl Anthony Towns for showing up, right? And finally showcasing that dominant ability that he showed in game 1 and consistently, bringing that level of energy especially against Duran, who's a physical guy.
Right.
Reed as well. Like I enjoyed the fact that he's battling against these guys and showcasing that whole soft narrative is narrative.
Narrative.
And I think that, more than anything, the fact he's able to showcase a full array of his game is definitely a benefit to us, detriment to Minnesota for not utilizing him correctly. But again, their law gain. I appreciate what he brought to the table, and it's funny that Hoodie Kev was the guy that was spearheading this whole Towns to New York thing. And I was like, well, if we get him, the first thing that I thought was, what would the cost be?
Yeah. Yeah. Hoodie Cav is somewhere right now talking about I told you so. I told you, Uncle Freezy.
Yeah, he's taking the victory lap.
Yeah. 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 Hoodie Cav taking his victory lap somewhere. For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah,
But
man.
I am glad to have him. I'm glad that he's on the team, and the way he's playing right now, I'm excited to see, again, what he can do with not only a full training camp under his belt, but with another season where, we get to, learn each other, be more comfortable. Because we're doing all this still kind of again, they're still learning each other. Like even, gaming, they're still learning each other and their habits. And so as they continue to build chemistry, let's see how much that building goes into championship contention.
Right. Right. No doubt. No doubt. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
But shout out to all the teams. Matter of fact, I'll be honest, shout out to Mikal Bridges, because I know a lot of people give him flack for his consistency, but I was proud of his efforts yesterday on both ends of the court. Like, he was a true dynamo. And again, I like the fact that, again, with the ball movement, Towns was able to really get an opportunity to showcase again that as much as that thumb might be bothering him, still got to knock down those shots.
Yeah. 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 The Mikal Bridges thing, I think is a little overstated because the overall team doesn't get the desired result that it wants. But come on, man, some of this stuff is ridiculous though. Like when we talk, like, yo, you can't ask, like, yeah.
You can't ask me to lock down somebody and then ask me to drop 8 points on the same person.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing out here? Like you can't ask that man to play that type of defense, be the secondary ball handler, and stay. I mean, come on, man. All I'm asking for from Bridges is to stay healthy, right? Because we need bodies in the playoffs. Stay healthy, contribute a little bit, and just help us get to that goal, man, of winning the championship somewhere, man. Lamar Jackson in the building, Anthony D in the building. Salute. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think Ogugwa is like my bloodline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ogugwa is my bloodline, right? So when I see him out there, every time every time I see old Google, I go to the rim and lose the ball, get hacked up, and then come back on the other side of the floor and smother Cade. I'm like, bro, you can't ask him. What else can you ask my guy to do? Yeah,
Score 38 points.
I'm gonna defend Ogukwa to the end, bro. You know, us Nigerians got to stick together, bro.
Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got So, yeah, man. Yo, Alawad says Bridges had been solid all year. Yeah. I think
I mean,
very underrated.
again, I think the problem that I have with Bridges, and I'm sure everybody does, is you decided to shot mechanics after the trade. And I get it. At the end of the day, like he's supposed to improve his game. He's supposed to find ways to still, be effective while, enhancing his abilities. So of course, if it's a
Did you say
quicker
Helly
release,
Hansen? You say Helly Hansen?
am I rocking Helly Hansen? Nah.
Did you say Helly Hansen?
No, I said enhancing his abilities.
Okay. All right.
No, I was just saying, as far as like his game goes. Nah. Listen. I know, we vibe and stuff too, and so yeah, fashion is one of my favorite fortes. But nah, as far as like with Bridges' ability and his mentality to enhance on what he's already brought to the table. Again, I understand that people wanted that same level of efficiency throughout the season that they saw in Phoenix and Brooklyn. But again, with him changing his shot mechanic, that's where I'm like, you could have picked a better time to do that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that level of efficiency throughout the entirety of the season was never in question. And again, I get it, 5 picks. But I always tell people in the chat, I tell people all the time when I have the conversation, remember the fact that we were trading away first-round picks to get out of contracts.
Yeah.
The fan base has a lot more, is holding that first-round pick with more value than the front office does.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Soundview, by the way. Shout out to the greatest borough guy ever created,
Brooklyn.
Shout out Bronx River. Shout out Soundview. And shout out the second greatest borough guy ever created, Queens, New York. Shout out Hollis, Inwood, Far Rock,
the Bridge.
Jamaica. The Bridge. Shout out to them. And then shout out to the third greatest borough that God ever created. They swear they keep on taking everything. Manhattan,
the Bronx,
Manhattan, Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And then also shout out, last but not least, the one we can't forget, the whole planet of themselves, man. The whole planet of themselves, Staten Island.
Yeah, take that boat ride.
Yeah, man. Shout out Jersey City. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my people.
Come on, Uncle. We already know you was born in Sheepshead Bay. You're a Brooklynite,
Yeah, I was born in Sheepshead. Yeah. Man, come on, dog. I was born by the river in a little tent. Yeah. Come on, man. Alpha Griffin is in the building. Salute. Yo, he keeps, yo, man, Inwood. I know Inwood is on the island, bro. I know it's on the island. I know that. How many Inwoods are there? There are two of them, right?
I think they're spelled different, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's two. Yeah, it's two Inwoods, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, it's two of them. Yeah, yeah, man.
Just like everybody tries to take Church Avenue from Brooklyn. I know
Yeah, man.
Church
Yeah,
Avenue, Ocean Avenue. It's like everybody wants to take it from the borough that keeps on taking it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Salute to Brooklyn, New York. Salute to Red Hook, Flatbush, East New York, um,
The Star,
Brownsville, Crown Heights, um,
Bushwick,
Bushwick.
Coney Island.
I don't know why I keep forgetting Bushwick, man. Shout out to Bushwick, all our people in Bushwick, right? And so also, and I gotta keep doing this DSA, and I know it's seemed like overkill, but shout out to all our people internationally, worldwide, that tune into the show, that subscribes to the channel, that has the channel growing like a weed. Bro, I don't know what to do, man. I'm so thankful. I'm just sitting here. Like, I look at the number and the number be different. Right. So shout out to everybody that's legitimately like joining the channel, joining the family, hitting that subscribe button, turning them notifications on, and all of that, man, joining the family. Because I think what happened initially is when people started tuning in, they thought it was just me. Like, hey man, yeah, he just invite guests up there. Nah, this is a Blanche army, man. It's an army of us. It's a gang of us. There's so many of us. We have a second channel called Vibes, bro. Like, we legit have Lawrence Tears, Vibes and stuff. Man, we do so many different things, man. It's a gang of stuff. Sometimes people will take a break, and there's so many of us that people will be like, they don't even notice. Like, IKBM Dre may have been on the show like what, twice in the last 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Nice. You know, Cowboy Bob.
Yeah, shout out to Cowboy Bob. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to Ribby.
Ribs. Why it says I keep forgetting about Canarsie.
I was actually gonna shout them out too, but you know.
Oh man, I always forget Canarsie, Bushwick, Red Hook, the Dumbo area down by the wall. Yeah. Fort Greene, yeah.
Park Slope, yeah, for sure.
Park Slope, yeah, man. So I hadn't been to Brooklyn in a minute, man. What's going on with Fort Greene and Dumbo, bro? Chat, chat, can y'all tell me what's going on with Fort Greene and Dumbo?
The chat gonna have to tell you because I can't tell you the last thing that I remember about back home outside of the situation with Bushwick. I mean Buckshot getting assaulted.
Yeah.
Had a broken
Where was
heart.
that at? That was in Bushwick?
No, that actually happened in Flatbush, but
Oh, in Flatbush. Okay.
yeah, it was just heartbreaking to hear that, you know, one of our hip hop legends actually had to meet that kind of situation.
The city is a dangerous place, though, bro.
Yeah,
The city can be a dangerous place.
we are still the Iron Jungle.
Yeah, and still love it though. Still love it and respect it. It's not my own, but I've adopted it, and a lot of people from the city have adopted me. So y'all know my heart is forever Jersey City, right? My heart is forever Jersey City, but at the same time, you know, it's one of them things, man. You show love, you get love back. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah. So it's one of them things, man. Shout out to New York City. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from there. I'm not from there originally. I visit, man, have a lot of people, a lot of friends there, a lot of family there. Bro, the Bronx is DSJ. I probably got 600 family members in the Bronx.
Sounds about right.
Yo, and I know that sounds like a crazy number, like 600. Yeah, that's a lot of people, bro. And I'm talking about blood, and I probably got like right now. Oh, you know what? Let me. No, I'm lying. So I probably got about 200 people in the, or 300 people in the Bronx, and about 600 people on the island. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because my people from the Bronx, once you know the shorties, once they turn in, once they, once they get like 20, 30, they have their families and have little cousins. You know, you got cousins like 8, 9 years old, right? Second, third cousins, whatever. But all my cousins that's about my age, they moving out of the city. Like they moving to New Jersey and Atlanta and South Carolina and places like that. And so, but then when they get here, they be like, man, it's too slow down here. And then they be trying to move back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they leave the city and then don't like it and then be trying to, you know what I'm saying? So
Nah, I get it. It's an adjustment when you already have that kind of lifestyle
yeah.
and then you try to adopt another one. I mean, it's a culture shock completely. So I know
Yeah.
when I moved out of New York and visited different places, it was like, okay, wow, this is crazy. Like y'all don't have this, that, and the third, and of course, the comparison is always gonna ring true. Just because you feel like you had everything at your disposal, at your fingertips,
Yeah.
and now it's like, okay, like you got to go to long distances to get what you were comfortably getting just around the corner.
I find that to be true and not true at the same time. Right. And so and trust me, we talking Knicks, y'all. We kind of, talking, whatever, But nah, man, you gonna walk 23 blocks with Timberlands on just to go get like a bagel breakfast sandwich with sesame seeds on it in Arizona? You gonna walk what? When I could just go outside, get my truck and just drive like 12 minutes and don't even have to get out the truck, come back and see, it's a different lifestyle, bro, for me. But I guess it
Nah,
depends.
yeah, for sure. Now, I will say this though: if I'm going 23 blocks, I'm bypassing at least 7 of those same stores that I could get that bacon, egg, and cheese. This bacon, egg, and cheese must be like phenomenal.
Yeah.
It must be the best. If we're talking about me traveling 23 blocks, it must be the best in the city.
Yeah.
It got to be a staple. It got to be something where I just grew up on it. Like, now I've been eating this since I was 12 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
Me and that owner got to be on a first name basis. If I'm gonna walk 23 blocks and bypass 7 stores that do the exact same thing,
bro, bro. Yeah. Yo, if you in the city right now, tell me how far will you walk to get your breakfast sandwich? Right? I got cousins, and I'm telling you, I got cousins in the Bronx right now, and I don't know if they walking for walking or walking for convenience, but I got cousins right now that have walked 8 blocks for nothing. They're like, hey man, nah, we just gonna go down there and see what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, crazy.
yeah.
And not that I'm opposed to exercise. I'm pro exercise, right? I feel like everybody needs to be exercising, bro. I feel like everybody needs to be exercise. Eat right, exercise. Eat right.
Of course, yeah.
I can't tell, but I'm flexing my pectoral muscles right now. Look how Yeah, I'm pro exercise, man. Yeah. Yeah. DSJ. So Y says the prices down south is cheaper for everything though. Even wages got to take NYC money to live down south with multiple incomes. Yeah, hey man. Yeah. Well, the thing with me in multiple incomes is because of my career path, right? It's just because of the path I'm on. Like I'm in sales. So the seasons go up and down, right? So I'm in sales. So I have to do supplemental stuff. But in season, regular cats in New York ain't making my type of money, right? In season, like for like a 5 month stretch, like regular, they ain't making like Uncle Freezy money. But then like the other 7 months is like, you know how you know what I'm saying, wash some windshields and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we
Unc, you not fooling me, Unc.
I gotta wash
Listen,
cars.
ain't no way you trying to tell me. Listen, I already know you got a manor out there with four wings. You got two
No,
Bentleys.
no, no,
You
no.
got a Maserati just to drive to the mailbox.
No, we average. No, we no, and so yeah, because how I know is like my cousins and them will be like, yeah, man, such and such in the city is paying such, and I'm like, yo, how you live in a city making that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying I make $1 million. No, I'm not saying that, right? And salute to everybody that hustle. Well, what I'm saying is the reason why we have to have multiple, is sales, bro. I'm in insurance sales. So I gotta when tax season come, I gotta do the tax season thing to supplement, and then I'm saying during the summertime, y'all already know. That's why I have the flexibility to do like a lot of shows, and then in some seasons, some parts of the year, y'all barely see. Yeah, we barely see right? It's just part of it.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
a fact
man.
though.
Yeah. It's just a part of it. And it's the lifestyle that I like, the flexibility of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. And the thing is the thing about down south life is you kind of be away from you kind of get attached back to nature, basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, you kind of get attached, especially if you're not in the city. If you like adjacent, like right outside the suburbs, like it's the city, and then it's the burbs, and then right behind the burbs. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of light. Yeah, then it's dope, right? But yeah, so that's what it is. Why it says walking is convenient because you can keep it. Yeah, well that's true too. That's true too. The parking is that's true too. So hey DSJ, let me ask this. Let me ask you this. How do you feel about the other side of the playoff bracket? Does it interest you?
No, not necessarily. I think some of it is a foregone conclusion. Um, I'm completely disappointed in the Memphis series just because I thought there would be more fight. Both teams are young. Both teams have um almost like a full on styles clash of athleticism um and shot making, but it hasn't panned out, and maybe things would be different once Memphis gets their actual head coach. But
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in that series. I'm not a fan of the Lakers. I think that fan base is an entitled bunch. Sorry, not sorry.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they lose in the first round. Um, the Nuggets and the Clippers intrigues me
Okay.
because to me, again, these teams are like, it really does boil down to execution for those guys. It's not like the player that, okay, I can at any time, like, we know what Jokic is capable of as much as we know what James Harden is capable of.
Right.
But it still boils down to execution for those guys.
Right.
And so it's almost like watching a living chess match with them. And I can appreciate that from that team, from that matchup.
Okay. I think the other side of the bracket kind of intrigues me in a sense that the narratives of all the narratives you hear all season get washed away and nobody say anything. Like, oh, LeBron and Luka, you know what I'm saying? The Lakers gonna have 20 years continuing. And then you see it, you're like, oh, they have holes in that roster.
Yeah.
Then you watch the Denver Nuggets and you like, oh, I thought they were there. And then you come to find out they're a flash in the pan. And then you hear the Jimmy Butler is saving the Warriors. And then come to find out the only thing all year that has really been consistent in my mind is OKC has been dominant, Cleveland has been dominant.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, overall, you wanted to see at least a competitive matchup.
At least. Right? At least a competitive matchup, bro. Yeah, y'all.
But I do want to see. But I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that's kind of glad to see Miami get obliterated by Cleveland.
That's nice.
Just because I don't like Miami. I mean, another team I don't like.
Big Tone, if you watching, it ain't nothing personal, baby boy. It's just
rivalry.
It's just, you know what I'm saying, watching Miami and ice cream truck unis get steamrolled is just awesome. The Miami Heat in them Costco uniforms, you like, do people really wear that? And no disrespect to Miami, because I got family members in Miami, and you know what? Hey, watch this. Hey, Miss Mocha, when's the last time you heard from Tootie? DSJ, they was talking that talk when the Heat was winning when the Heat was winning championships, bro.
Yeah,
I couldn't keep them out my phone, bro. I thought they lived in my phone. I had to put groceries in my phone to feed them, bro, because they stayed in there. But now that Miami ain't doing nothing,
crickets.
Yeah.
Now, believe me when I tell you, I enjoy it. I enjoy the embarrassment, the egg on the face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'll be honest. Another series that kind of is lopsided to me too, and I'm not a fan of the series. Is the Milwaukee and Indiana series?
Oh, you talking about the Crybaby series, bro?
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god, bro. Yo,
Not a fan of it. Like I would thoroughly enjoy watching those teams go at it one more time, and it just doesn't. It didn't live up to the hype of last year.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah. Yo, how far do you think this team can go, bro? Just because I got like 6 minutes left, man. How much time? Not how much time. But how far you think this team can go?
I think we're a tough second round exit. If we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe that we're a tough out there too. Just off of again our identity, that level of grit, that grind, that mentality, that dog. I think we have the ability to again give opponents fits. We're a physical bunch. And I don't think there's a lot of teams that are capable of matching that physicality.
Okay.
They might be like some teams are better defensively overall, but I think it's more about, again, like I said, just the ability to be as physical as we are, plus with the improved defense individually and collectively. I think that we'll be a tough out, but I'm still apprehensive on saying championship contenders.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I think the Knicks can win the championship this year. I think everything absolutely has to go right. Right. Like, I think the Knicks can legitimately win the championship this year if we play kind of like we played last night, but if our guys are hitting shots. Bro, we got to get Bridges and OG's offense kind of consistent. And we got to get some punch off the bench. We got to. If we don't get punch off the bench, we're basically a 6, 7, 8 seed caliber playoff team. If we get anything off the bench, we're a top 4 seed. We get nothing off the bench, we're 5, 6, 7, 8 seed. It's as simple as that. So in my mind, it's as simple as that. If Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, Mitchell Robinson give us anything off the bench, and I mean anything, if those 4 players can score us 4 points apiece, I think we can win a chip. But I think we cannot win a chip if them 4 dudes can't give us at least 4 points apiece. And that sounds mad OD when you hear it, right? You like, yo, we wildin'. Uncle Freezy talk about all they need is 4 points apiece. Yep. Matter of fact, last night, did they give us 4 points apiece last night?
I believe they did.
If they give us just 4 points apiece, bro, we can compete. Last night, our bench gave us 9 points, bro. Mitch gave us 2. Cameron Payne gave us 4. Deuce gave us 3. Landry Shamet gave us nothing. Last night, 4 dudes averaged 1.8 points per game last night. 4 NBA players averaged 1.8 points. Right.
Well, I mean, and you also got to look at too. And I know it's a always that narrative. It's always that conversation. But the officiating, how much of that is a factor in how much time those guys get on the court as well. Being part of the second unit, they come off the bench, and instantaneous whistles. And then you're forced to have to sit right back down, and it's like you didn't even make a dent in the minutes. Like, so it's
okay, bro.
No, I'm just gonna say, at the end of the day, it's always gonna be one of those things where there's more factors when it comes to the second unit than it is with the starting lineup, just because of the fact that you have to do so much in a small window of time.
Right.
And you have to and it almost feels like you have to force your offense. Again, I just feel like, at times, let the game come to you, of course, and allow the teams to again, just find their own rhythm. And I know it's easier said than done, but I honestly feel like that's all it really takes is them to find their rhythm. I mean, look at the fact that Malik Beasley got going after that slam against Anunoby.
Right.
You mean to tell me it took you 3.5 quarters for you to actually get your get your shots falling? And if sometimes it's like that, you know what I mean? And when you're talking about the guys that come off the bench, yeah, it's gonna be an ongoing struggle. So I mean, overall, I commend what those guys bring to the table. If it's defense and stops, if it's shots falling, if it's even just the right play, I mean, setting up somebody else, setting up maybe one of the starting guys. I just applaud the effort overall. As long as we're winning. Let me make sure the caveat is there. As long as we're winning. I can't sit there and say that if we're losing games. Oh man, all he had was like 3 points. Oh, that's all right. He'll get his time. Nah, I'm gonna need you to buckle down. I'm gonna need you to find that efficient stroke and start knocking them shots down. Because
see, I think I kind of agree, but then I don't agree at the same time.
Yeah,
because in Tom Thibodeau's offense, guards shoot the ball, right?
Yeah.
In Tom Thibodeau's offense, guards have the greenest of. Bro, they got John Legend singing a theme song for them, right? Like they got the greenest light ever. Like, when's the last time you seen Cameron Payne like, nah, I ain't shooting? Right?
Probably off injury.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But and then when you consider Cameron Payne, Deuce McBride has a green light. Landry Shamet is what's the word I'm looking for?
He's giving levity.
He's giving, they're asking him to shoot it. Even if Mitch don't shoot it, right? Even if Mitch don't shoot, so what? We already know what Mitch's role is. But the other three, nah, man. They come in the game for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we live and die with every shot that Jalen Brunson. Every time Jalen Brunson take a shot, everybody's like, you know what I'm saying? We live and die with every shot that every time Cat pull up from 32 feet on the three, we like, oh, because we live and die with every shot they take because the bench is not giving us poo, right? And if they're not giving us nothing, then we may as well get ready to get packed up by Boston.
Right.
Right. But if the bench is giving us something, some kind of punch, something. But I'm gonna just say this, chat, and just real quick, everybody, before we get out of here. And the Boston Celtics, them no worry we, right? Them no worry. Why? If our bench gives us something, that means we can match Peyton Pritchard and the other cat off their bench. Al Horford and the other dude. What's the other dude? DSJ. The other
Hauser.
If our bench can match Pritchard, Hauser, and Horford, our starters can score more than their starters.
Right. But I also feel like, too, the other part of it is you got to have that. You got to maintain high basketball IQ against a team like that. And I know again, Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, they're more known for their defensive ability than it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, they're known for the defensive abilities, as well as their questionable durability. But overall, those are things that we have to maintain when we're considering ball control, ball protection. You have to play, a certain level of, again, with a certain level of intelligence. We can't afford to take contested shots that don't need to be taken.
See, we take those shots, DSJ. That's what I'm getting. We take those shots because we don't get diddly poo from the bench.
No, I'm not speaking about. No, I'm just speaking in general as far as because again, I'm talking about even in-game situations where, again, Brunson's my guy. Love him to pieces. Grateful that he's on the team. But fam, you can't have the ball for 7 seconds and then just jack up a shot and didn't even bother to look for anybody else. Where's the ball movement?
Man, come on, dog. You already know. Come on, man.
I can't excuse that. And then, again, Josh Hart will drive in the lane, and as opposed to either A, taking a shot, you've got the green light, or again, just making the right read, you would actually freeze in the air with the ball and turn the ball over, and it's either a triple on that end or an and one on that end, and it's fam. You just gave us like a point swing.
Yeah.
And how many times have we seen that overall? And it's like, at what point do you sit there and say, okay, if you've studied film, maybe this ain't the time to be doing that. Maybe maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe coming down, dribbling the ball for 7 seconds and then just shooting. Maybe that's not the move.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe taking that shot, that 15-footer is okay, as opposed to, again, jacking up threes.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'm just saying, as far as decision making goes, whether it's the starting unit, the second unit, again, situational bench players, there's a caveat for everybody. And I just feel like at the end of the day, as long as you play intelligent, you'll come out with the win. You know,
Yeah,
I can live and die with that, as
yeah.
opposed to playing hero ball or being forced to play hero ball.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm multitasking, man. So I apologize. Just trying to get some
Nah,
work
it's all
done.
good. Hey, listen, I know you know you got to maintain, you know, not only being able to do this, but also to, you know, run the organization, you know what I'm saying, run your business,
Yeah,
you know.
Leon Rose. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Leon. Yeah, Leon Rose. Definitely. So put you on the spot real quick before we get out of here. Best New York style food. Best food associated with New York right now. Hey, Chad, I'm putting y'all on the spot. Right.
I'm not doing chopped cheese.
Hey,
That's
best New York food. Y'all tell
oh
me
man.
right now, best New York food. Let's go,
I
Nick.
want to say pizza because it just
Go
feels
ahead.
like such a staple. I have to think
Glizzy's,
about.
Frankfurters.
Yeah, like it's like a nice hero, like a turkey and cheese hero, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. Yeah, you know you got to say it just like that: bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, pizza just becomes a thing because no matter what, you can always go to that.
I'm gonna say calzones. Calzones. That's what I'm gonna go with. Bim.
And see, even now, like, see, Alawa said Jamaican, and for me, I honestly, as a West Indian or part West Indian, of course, I want to say that too. But I also feel like the Hispanic part of my family, I like that. I like sometimes those arroz con pollos, and you know, what I'm saying like the chicharrones, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't mind that sometimes on the plate. So I don't know. It's hard. And again, it's not even initially a New York thing. It's coming from another culture, um another place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I admire when y'all bring up the West Indian part, the Caribbean part. I be jealous because I'm down south and my people not my uncles say we from Haiti. We have zero proof that we from Haiti, right? Salute to Haiti though, right? But we embrace it a little bit. We have zero proof. But down here, bro, DSA, you ever heard of chitlins, bro?
yeah.
You ever heard of chitlins and hog maws and chicken gizzards,
Yeah,
chicken
as a matter of fact,
livers fried
I can
soft hot
honestly say
sauce?
I do not like gizzards at all.
They gummy.
I
It's like chewing Trident, bro.
man, I swear it's like some like I've had it on two different occasions. It's like yeah, like you just gave me flavored gum. You just gave me chicken flavored gum.
basically,
I'm good.
basically, Sin Miz is in the building. Salute to my and another thing. Salute to my guys.
Shout out to Sid Miz. What's going on?
Salute to Sin Miz. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. Salute to my guy, Sin Miz. Yeah, man. South meat, liver pudding. I'm on my vegan journey, bro. I think I'm gonna wind that down a little bit because I can't get my vitals right. Like my vitals be off with that.
Okay.
But I might be winding down the vegan journey thing for real. Cause every time I try it, I kind of get in that weird place of can't get your blood pressure be in a place and you're like my blood pressure be too low. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like getting like these headaches and stuff from blood sugar being low and blood pressure being low. I'm sorry, being low and stuff like that, man. And weird feelings. So, but yeah, on that note, DSJ, let's wrap up, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Just say, I want to say thank you to everybody that came through and rocked us for this joint. I don't know if I can keep doing it this way. I think I may have to keep the morning show separate, but I wanted to try it to see what worked and what didn't. But on that note, man, Monday, I think we'll probably go back to the vibes in the morning, and then the Knicks morning drive being separate. But we'll see how the numbers look. If the numbers say keep doing it this way, man, then we, But DSJ, you got something to say to the people before we wrap?
Yeah, first off, thank you for tuning in. Please, if this is your first time, hit the like button, subscribe, share. Let's get the channel popping, and just remember to stay vibey.
Vibey. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. This is vibes and stuff. Check it out.
We're diving in where the world collide. Culture's calling, it's a crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Uncle Freezy vibing all night and all day. Big pizza, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is soul finger. DSJ always showing up as a soulful singer. Ron, Bully and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap Triborough.
It's vibes and stuff. Vibes and stuff.
Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Everything in between we care. It's not just talk, it's how we grow.
It's vibes and stuff.